Amateur baseball is one of Minnesota's great sporting traditions. The state tournament brings together hundreds of communities in late summer at great ballparks all around the state. Coverage of every game can be found on PrepSpotlight.tv. PrepSpotlight.tv's coverage of today's state tournament game is made possible by the Minnesota Baseball Association, and also with help from the Minnesota Twins. Celebrate Townball with the Twins on September 11th. Visit twinsbaseball.com/townball for details. Now let's get to the ballpark.
Good afternoon. Welcome into Game 2 here on Prep Spotlight TV. It's the Minnetonka Millers in the Tri-City Shark. Game 2 of 4 here at Palm Field in St. Anthony. Townball Tournament Class A. State Tourney. Don Erdahl will be pitching this afternoon for the Minnetonka Millers. Tri-City, the Shark will be the road team. They'll get a crack at things here in the first inning. Get your lineups, defensive alignments, all that stuff coming up here. As Erdahl settles in for the first pitch of this one. Swing and miss, strike one to Brian Pearson. Eric Holloman, Soren Rowe to follow 1, 2, 3 in the order for Tri-City here in the first inning. Wave and a miss, strike two from Erdahl. Minnetonka in those baby blue uniforms with the darker shade of blue numbering and lettering, white pants. The Shark are in their black uniforms with the red stripe across the front, red numbering with the white pants. Minnetonka, one of, if not the favorite in this tournament. Something they're usually familiar with come state tournament time. Just getting a piece there is Pearson. Staying alive, it's still 1-2. Game 1 was a journey and then some. 15 innings. It was 0-0. Bottom of the 15th. Air Freight knocked off the Minneapolis Angels 2-0 on a walk-off two-run shot. Infield single for Pearson to get things going here in the top of the first. Leadoff runner on for the Shark. Top one. Brings up Eric Holloman. First pitch from Erdahl's in there for a strike. As he gets ahead on Holloman. Ryan Poppets is catching balls and strikes for the Millers here this afternoon. Erdahl works from the stretch. Off-speed pitch, touches up the zone. Quickly, no balls, 2 strikes. The 0-2, check swing, did he go? They ask for the appeal. They say no swing. Pearson reached down an infield single. He's at first. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Holloman. Top one. Just underway, game 2 here on Prep Spotlight TV. Outside corner misses. It's 2-2. Wave and a miss, strike 3 for the first out. Mike Davis is in left, Blaine Rutledge in center, Nick Thimpson in right in the outfield for the Millers. Joe Abella is at third, Joe Schallenberger at short, Paul Volker at second, Jack Hansen at first. We mentioned Poppets is the one catching balls and strikes for Don Erdahl here this afternoon. That one touches up the outside corner for strike 1. Soren Rowe is the batter, playing left field, batting third in the lineup for Tri-City. Fastball misses in, evens up the count at 1-1. This one punched to short. Underhand flip to second for one. Relay to first, not in time, but they do get the force out at second. As that worked 6-4 for out number 2. Rowe reaches on the fielder's choice. 2 outs here, top 1. Brings up Ben Palmer.
Number 2.
Bat and cleanup. Playing short here for Tri-City. One on, 2 outs, top 1. Off-speed pitch, launched a mile into the air over to third base. That's Abellera calling everyone off. Makes the catch cap high for out number 3. No runs, 1 hit. No errors, 1 left on base. We go to the bottom of the first. The Millers will have their first crack at it here on Prep Spotlight TV.
All summer long, you have gathered with friends, neighbors, and family at ball yards all across Minnesota.
Still going, gone, a home run!
Diamonds that decorate and help define hundreds of communities. Town Ball binds together our passion for baseball in our hometowns. And on September 11th, the cornerstone of Minnesota baseball, Target Field, will host a party for all those who play, watch, and support Town Ball. The Twins host the Royals at 6:10 p.m. Prior to the game, the newly crowned state amateur champs will be honored at the Town Ball Tavern and during a pregame ceremony. Wear your team colors and enjoy a special night at Target Field.
The 0-2 pitch. Strike 3! Fairmont, state champions in 2020.
Congratulations to the Fairmont Martins. They are your 2020.
For tickets to the Twins' Tip of the Cap to Town Ball on September 11th, visit twinsbaseball.com/townball.
The lefty, Casey Trapp, getting his warm-up tosses in. He'll be toeing the rubber this afternoon for the Tri-City Shark. 1-2-3 due up, bottom of the first inning for the Minnetonka Millers. 0-0 our score early on. Game 1 was 0-0 into the 15th inning. This game was supposed to start at 1 p.m. Didn't start till 1:55 because of how long game 1 took here. It'll be Blaine Rutledge, Joe Abellera, and Mike Davis due up this inning for the Millers. Matt Tetrick catching balls and strikes for Casey Trapp here in Tri-City this afternoon.
Tri-City Shark will be number 16, Casey Trapp. And leading off for the Minnetonka Millers, the center fielder, number 15, Blaine Rutledge.
Lefty on lefty battle here. Fastball skips low for ball 1 to Rutledge. Rutledge, the center fielder and the leadoff hitter for Minnetonka. The 1-0 from Trapp stays in, and it's 2-0. Fastball cuts the plate in half. 2 balls, 1 strike to Rutledge. Inside corner, evens up the count at 2-2. Two-two, off-speed pitch, stays inside, and it's 3-2. That one was close. Ooh, Rutledge wears that one. Hit by a pitch to open up the bottom of the first inning. So Rutledge aboard for Joe Abellera. One on, nobody out, bottom 1.
Joe Abellera.
Rutledge makes it to second, standing up as that one went by Tetrick. So runner in scoring position, nobody out. It was ball one to Abelera. Stays down low, and it's 2 balls, no strikes. Mentioned Tetrick is catching for Trapp. Ben Palmer at short, Eric Holloman at second up the middle of the defense. Nate Brandecker's at first, Casey Leisure at third, left to right in the outfield, Soren Rowe, Brian Pearson, and Tim Heifert. For the Tri-City Shark behind their southpaw, Casey Trapp. Trapp behind on Abelera. Pitches a strike there. 2 balls, 1 strike. Rutledge was hit by a pitch, advanced to second on the wild pitch. Still nobody out here, bottom 1. 3 balls, 1 strike. The pitch stays inside. Back to back. Free passes issued out. One a walk, one a hit by pitch by Trapp to start here in the bottom of the first. Brings up Mike Davis.
Left fielder now, number 28, Mike Davis.
2 on, nobody out, bottom 1. Traps off speed pitch, stays low, and it's 1-0. That one finds the zone, popped out of the mitt of Tetrick, but no one advances. 1 ball, 1 strike. Davis batting third, playing left field for the Minnetonka Millers here this afternoon. That one misses down low. 2 balls, 1 strike. Outside corner, strike 2. 2-2. Rutledge on second, was hit by a pitch. Abelera reached on a walk. Full count. Runner off from second, doesn't matter. Davis draws the walk. Bases loaded, nobody out, and the ball hasn't even been put in play yet. Brings up Joe Schallenberger. Schallenberger batting cleanup. Playing shortstop for the Millers, licking his chops at this opportunity with the bases loaded and nobody out. A hit by pitch and back-to-back walks. One stays up. Ball 1 to Schallenberger. Schallenberger to second. Holloman over to short, on to first. So they give up the run. Rutledge comes in to score. But Tri-City will take that switch off as they get the 4-6-3 double play.
With 2 away, the first baseman, number 47, Jack Hansen.
Abelera ends up at third after the 4-6-3 double play. Rutledge comes in to score as the Millers go up 1-0. First pitch skips low, good stop by Tetrick. Jack Hansen up there at the dish. First baseman for the Millers here in this one. 1 run in. Schallenberger grounded into the double play. No RBI for that. But it does get Minnetonka up 1-0. Bat goes flying. Way down the third base line. My goodness, you don't see that every day. Now we're seeing almost like the passing of the baton as one person hands the bat to another, to another, to another. And now it's back in the possession of Jack Hansen. One ball, one strike with 2 outs here in the bottom of the first. Even Casey Trapp, the pitcher, had a laugh at that one. The 1-1. Down low, and it's 2 balls and 1 strike. Down low again, 3-1. 4th batter of the inning. That has drawn a 3-ball count from Casey Trapp. Paul Volker waits on deck. Inside, ball 4, another walk. Runners on the corners, 2 outs. Minnetonka still doesn't have a hit, but they're up 1-0 with runners on first and third.
Second baseman now, number 12, Paul Volker.
Volker will dig in, lefty on lefty here with 2 outs, bottom 1. First pitch skips away. Abelera gets halfway down the line, and then they throw it away. He'll come in to score. That'll be an error, and moving all the way up to third base is Jack Hansen. That's 2 runs scored this inning for Minnetonka, and they still don't have a hit. And they've got a runner on third. Detrick raced over to his left to retrieve the ball and then threw it away on the pitch to Trapp. The 1-0. Downstairs, and it's 2 balls and no strikes to Paul Volker. 2 runs on no hits so far for Minnetonka this inning. Now 3-0. Trapp has hit a batter and walked 3 others. Did get Joe Schallenberger to ground into a 4-6-3 double play. That one on the inside edge, strike 1. Already some action down the left side in the bullpen for Tri-City as Volker walks. Runners on the corners again with 2 outs. 4 walks and a hit by pitch this inning from Casey Trapp.
Batting now the right fielder, number 27, Nick Thimpson.
Nick Thimpson up. Right fielder, 7th of the lineup for Minnetonka. They've got a chance here to bust this one open, bottom 1. Tri-City trying to get out of this one with just the 2 runs yielded. Off the plate, ball 1. Wave and a miss on the fastball. It's 1-1. Fouled off the screen, and it's 1-2. Trapp now getting ahead of a hitter. 2 outs. Bottom of the first. Runner off from first, but it's fouled off the screen, and we'll do it again at 1 and 2. One ball, 2 strikes. Volker at first, Hansen at third. Trap to Thimpson. Off-speed pitch stays away, and it's 2 and 2. Wave and a miss, strike 3. Trap works out of it at the end of the day. Damage done, though. 2 runs on no hits. 1 error, 2 left on base. We go top 2. Minnetonka Millers leading the Tri-City Shark 2-0 on Prep Spotlight TV. We'll take you into the break showing you some highlights from Air Freight United's win over the Minneapolis Angels. This one launched into center field. Mike Carroll retreats back pedals towards center field and makes the catch. The 1-1. Go to short. Runner coming home. Play at the plate. They call him out. Down the third base line. It'll stay fair. Throw across. What a play. My goodness. Kyle Howard. This one into left field. Branstad looks up. Walk off. In the bottom of the 15th. Kyle Halverson was 0 for 6. And this one finally ends in the bottom of the 15th after it was 0-0. Touch 'em all, young fella. Air Freight Unlimited wins it 2-0. That was from game 1. Walk-off 2-run homer for Halverson, lifting Air Freight United. They will play the winner of this game next Saturday at 10 a.m. right back here at Palm Field in St. Anthony. 5-6-7 due up top 2 for the Tri-City Shark. This one popped out of play by Nathan Brandecker. Brandecker, Ethan Rowe. Tim Heifert up this inning for the Shark. Wave and a miss, strike 2. Erdahl peppering that strike zone early and often. Gave up a leadoff single in the top of the first to Pearson. And then retired the next 3. One ball, 2 strikes. Just missed the corner. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Erdahl asking where that one missed. Umpire said it was off the plate away. That one skips low, and now it's a full count. Ethan Rowe on deck. Nathan Brandecker, the batter right now. 3 balls, 2 strikes to start the top of the second. Fights that one off the screen. Fouled back again. Took out a stack of cups off the netting. Wave and a miss, strike 3. Erdahl's second punch out.
Designated hitter now, number 34, Ethan Rowe.
Ethan Rowe will bat. 1 out, top 2. Fouled back again. 0-1. Wave and a miss, strike 2. Skips low. Good eye there from Ethan Rowe. One ball, 2 strikes. Erdahl to Rowe. Misses away, and it's 2-2. These two teams met up 5 years ago in the title game in 2016. Minnetonka won that one 11-zip. Wave and a miss, and then it was kicked by Ethan Rowe. Strikeout out number 2. Inside corner, strike 1. 2-0 the lead for the Millers on no hits. A lot of walks, hit by pitch, and error there in that bottom of the first. And Erdahl's wheeling and dealing out of the mound. He's up 0-2 on Highfort. Fought that one off, stays alive. The 0-2. That'll get fouled down the first base side. Highfort's battling here against Erdahl with 2 outs, top of the second. There has not been a hit in this game yet, but the Millers lead 2-zip. Erdahl has a long look in, and here's the 0-2 with 2 outs. Highfort, if anything, he's added to the pitch count, at least for Erdahl so far. Up the middle, there's the first hit of the game. A 2-out single from Tim Highfort. 2-out rally here perhaps for the Shark. Matt Tetrick will come up. Batting 8th, catching for Casey Trapp this afternoon.
Number 30, Matt Tetrick.
See what Tetrick does here. Another foul ball. 0-1. This one into left field. That'll land in front of the left fielder. Staying at second, though, is Highfort. So Tetrick, a 2-out single. That's back-to-back hits for the Shark. Mike Davis was gliding on over there in left center. Couldn't get to it in time, though. 2 on, 2 out. Courtesy runner will come in for the catcher, Tetrick.
Number 15, Casey Lizer.
Casey Lizer up. Batting 9th, third baseman for Tri-City in this one. Opportunity here. 2 on, 2 out, top 2. First pitch launched into left, but it looks like it's going to be right at Mike Davis. Makes the cap-high catch for out number 3, F7, if you're scoring back home. No runs, 2 hits, no errors. Tri-City leaves 2 on base. We'll go to the bottom half of the second inning. Millers, Minnetonka leading 2-0 here on Prep Spotlight TV.
All summer long, you have gathered with friends, neighbors, and family at ball yards all across Minnesota.
Still going, gone! A home run!
Diamonds that decorate and help define hundreds of communities. Town Ball binds together our passion for baseball in our hometowns. And on September 11th, the cornerstone of Minnesota baseball, Target Field, will host a party for all those who play, watch, and support Town Ball. The Twins host the Royals at 6:10 p.m. Prior to the game, the newly crowned state amateur champs will be honored at the Town Ball Tavern and during a pregame ceremony. Wear your team colors and enjoy a special night at Target Field.
The 0-2 pitch. Strike 3! Fairmont, state champions in 2020.
Congratulations to the Fairmont Martins. They are your 2020.
For tickets to the Twins' Tip of the Cap to Town Ball on September 11th, visit twinsbaseball.com/townball.
Bottom 2, Minnetonka, the Millers leading 2-0 over the Tri-City Shark here on Prep Spotlight TV. Mitch Widmeyer helping you bring games 1 and 2. We will have 3 and 4 on the network as well. First pitch in those slated for 4 and 7 p.m., although Game 1 went 15 innings, so start time for this one was pushed back 55 minutes. Could push back the start times for the final 2 games after this one. Air Freight Unlimited won 2-0 on a walk-off homer in the 5th inning. They will play the winner of this game next Saturday at 10 a.m. right back here at Palm Field. 8-9-1 due up. That means Kyle Hoffman, Ryan Poppets, Blaine Rutledge due up this inning for the Millers. Casey Trapp is back out there on the hill. Rocky first inning for him. Walked 4, hit another. Gave up 2 runs, but didn't yield a hit. Gets ahead in the count here, 0-1 on Hoffman, the DH. Wave at a missed strike 2. Minnetonka, talk about a mainstay here at this Town Ball Class A state tournament. Going back to 1987 with this Town Ball State tourney. Minnetonka 15-4 in title games. Unreal. They seem to get there every year and then win more times than not. 15 up, 4 down in those titles. They've won in 97, 98, 99, 2001, 3, 4, 6, 7, 2009, 10, 12, 15, 16, 17, and last year. Lost in 1994, 1996, 2014, and 2019. One of the favorites again to do it this year. Up 2-0 here in their first round matchup. 1 ball, 2 strikes. That one stays high, and it's 2-2. Count was 3-2, so it's a leadoff walk. 6th free pass issued out by Trapp already.
For Ryan Poppets.
Ryan Poppets will now bat. One on, nobody out. Fastball upstairs. 1-0. Trapp hasn't given up any hard hit balls. He's just walking a bunch. Now has worked 1+ and has given up 6 freebies. He's behind in the count, 2-0 here on Poppets. The 2-0 nearly hit Poppets, and now it's 3-0 on him. There was activity in the bullpen in the first inning for Tri-City. Nothing at the moment right now. Poppets ahead in the count 3-0. He takes a walk, back-to-back walks to start the second. It's the 7th free pass from Casey Trapp. 2 on, nobody out, bottom 2. Just cannot find the strike zone. Nobody out, bottom 2.
Nobody does high school sports like PrepSpotlight.tv. Your home for Minnesota State tournament action is also where you can find the best weekly action during the regular season in 2021. We make it easy to be a high school sports fan at PrepSpotlight.tv. Celebrate the end of the 2021 Town Ball season. Join your teammates, rivals, and ball fans from around the state at the Twins game on September 11th. Special ticket pricing for Town Ball players and fans. Salutes to the newly crowned champs and a very fun night at the ballpark. Order your tickets at twinsbaseball.com/townball and wear your town's team colors to Target Field on September 11th.
You're looking at Jack Zupfer, the righty coming in of relief for Casey Trapp. Bottom 2, nobody out. 2 on. Book not closed yet on Trapp. He's responsible for both runners that are on base. 2 free passes here in the second. He walked 7 and hit another. Didn't even give up a hit. You just don't see that often in baseball. Guy gets pulled after 1+ inning. Doesn't give up a hit. Yet it's Minnetonka who leads 2-0 because of all those walks and the hit by pitch. There was an error sprinkled in there as well.
On the mound now for Tri-City Shark, number 18, Zach Zupfer. And top of the order now for the Millers, center fielder number 15, Blaine Rutledge.
See what Zupfer can do here in relief. Top of the order up with Rutledge. Fastball away, and it's 1-0. Rutledge was hit by a pitch in the first and came around to score later on. Fastball away, and it's 2-0. Minnetonka has put 1 ball in play. It was a 4-6-3 double play from Joe Schallenberger. Thimpson struck out to end the first. Rutledge is up 3-0 on the count. You go in order in the first inning. Rutledge hit by a pitch. Abalera walked. Davis walked. Hansen walked. Volker walked. Mentioned Thimpson struck out to end the inning. Then to start the second, Hoffman walked, Poppets walked, and now Rutledge walks. Bases loaded, nobody out.
Third baseman now, number 40, Joe Abalera.
Abalera bats with the bases loaded, nobody out. Rutledge at first, Poppets at second, Hoffman at third. Opportunity for Minnetonka to break this one open again. First pitch. Zupfer misses down low. One ball, no strikes. See if Abalera is just going to take until he gets a strike. There's one. Inside corner, it's 1-1. Nowhere to put him. 1 ball, 1 strike. Abalera walked in the first, came around to score. Still no hits for Minnetonka. Up 2-0 though, and they have the bases loaded with nobody out. Popped foul and out of play to the right. 2 strikes. Is up for working in relief of Casey Trapp. This one fair down the third base line. Coming in to score is Hoffman. Poppets will be waved around. He'll score. Sliding in left is Rowe. He blew out a tire but got it back in time. It's still a 2 RBI double for Joe Abalera, and it's 4-0 Minnetonka. Two RBI double for Abalera. Still nobody out. 4-0 Minnetonka. That was their first hit. That'll bring up Mike Davis, who walked back in the first. And then was forced out at second on that 4-6-3 double play.
Number 28, Mike Davis.
See what Davis has in mind here. 4-0. He's got 2 in scoring position. Zupfer going to work from the windup with the runners on second and third. First pitch to Davis finds the zone. No balls, 1 strike. Off-speed pitch. Davis took a huge cut at that one. Foul tip for strike 2. Zupfer took a long look in there at Tetrick. Another long look in here from the righty. The 0-2. Just missed. 1-2. Down low, 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Zupfer working to Davis. One stays upstairs, count runs full. Joe Schallenberger is on deck. 4-0 Minnetonka on 1 hit so far in this one. Runners on second and third, nobody out. Stays downstairs for ball 4. Another walk. Bases loaded once again with nobody out.
Shortstop now, number 42, Joe Schallenberger.
Schallenberger batted with the bases loaded and nobody out in the first and grounded into a 4-6-3 double play. Wouldn't you know, fast forward 1 inning later, he is batting again with the bases loaded and nobody out. See what the shortstop cleanup hitter does here. He'll take a strike right down the boulevard. He's behind the count, 0-1. Bases loaded. Nowhere to put Schallenberger. Here's the 0-1. Skips free. Took an advantageous bounce off the backstop and right to Tetrick, so everyone stays put on the bases. A 1-1. Fouled off the screen. And it's 1-2 to Schallenberger. Rutledge walked. He's at third. Abalera, 2 RBI double. He's at second. Davis walked. He's at first. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Off-speed pitch. Hung over the plate. Popped into foul territory. Over and making the catch is Ben Palmer for out number 1. Runners stay put for after the first out. Jack Hansen now bats. He walked in the first inning, was stranded at third.
Number 47, Jack Hansen.
Hansen bats. Bases juiced, 1 down. First pitch, off speed, cuts the outer edge for strike one. Hansen batting fifth, playing first base for the Millers here in this game. The 0-1 from Zupfer, off speed, pops it foul, and it's 0-2. Pasted that one on a play to the right. Hansen fights it off. Count remains 0-2. Good eye there from Hansen. Off speed pitch floats off the corner. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Fouled away. Hansen a thorn in the side right now for Zupfer. He's trying to wiggle out with no more damage done. Hansen just fighting off one after another here. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Bases loaded, 1 out, bottom 2. Right back up the middle. That'll score 1. Rutledge comes in to score. Abilera is held at third. It's an RBI single for Jack Hansen. 5-0 Minnetonka. Station to station, everyone moves up a bag as the Millers go up 5-0. Paul Volker now up. He walked in the first inning. Bases loaded, 1 out. No balls, 1 strike. Volker, the lefty, second baseman, slashes that one out of play, and it's 0-2. 5-0. The lead for the Millers. Looking to do more, bases loaded, 1 out. The 0-2. Up the middle, scooped at short. Palmer throw over to first is high and out of play. 2 more runs are going to come in. So it's a fielder's choice on the ground out in air. That is now 7 runs on just 2 hits for Minnetonka. Hansen's forced out at second. Volker makes it 2 second on the fielder's choice as the throw went out of play. So runner on second with 2 outs. It's now 7-0 Minnetonka. 7 runs on 2 hits. This one through the hole on the right side. They're going to hold Volker at third as Thimpson reaches on the single. Minnetonka is now batted around this inning. Hoffman, the DH, will dig in. And Kyle Hoffman walked earlier this inning and came around to score. Runners on the corners, 2 outs, it's 7-0 Minnetonka. Runner off from first. They will throw down to second, and he's out of the bag. Thimpson gets gunned at the plate, but the damage is done in the inning. 5 runs in that frame on 3 hits. There's 1 error made and 1 left on base. Third inning we go. Minnetonka leading 7-0 here on Prep Spotlight TV.
All summer long, you have gathered with friends, neighbors, and family at ball yards all across Minnesota.
Still going, gone! A home run!
Diamonds that decorate and help define hundreds of communities. Town Ball binds together our passion for baseball in our hometowns. And on September 11th, the cornerstone of Minnesota baseball, Target Field, will host a party for all those who play, watch, and support Town Ball. The Twins host the Royals at 6:10 p.m. Prior to the game, the newly crowned state amateur champs will be honored at the Town Ball Tavern and during a pregame ceremony. Wear your team colors and enjoy a special night at Target Field.
The 0-2 pitch. Strike three! Fairmont, state champions in 2020.
Congratulations to the Fairmont Martins. They are your 2020.
For tickets to the Twins' Tip of the Cap to Town Ball on September 11th, visit twinsbaseball.com/townball.
Two games that so far today could not have been more polar opposites of one another. Air Freight Unlimited won 2-0 on a walk-off two-run homer in the 15th inning. Yeah, it was 0-0 going to the 15th. Air Freight Unlimited took out the Minneapolis Angels here. Minnetonka, the Millers, 15-time champion here in the Town Ball Class A state tournament, leading 7-0 going to the top of the third. 7 runs on 3 hits. Top of the order, Brian Pearson, Eric Holloman, Soren Rowe due up this inning.
32, Brian Pearson.
Pearson has one of the 2 hits for Tri-City, a single back in the first to get this ball game going. Erdahl has been dealing, though, for Minnetonka. Pearson ropes this one into left, charging in, and making the catch is Mike Davis for out number 1. Davis had a great beat off the bat on that ball and came sprinting in to make the catch. Made it look pretty routine, too.
Eric Holloman.
More difficult than you think when it's hit on a rope like that. But they get out number 1. Eric Holloman struck out swinging in the first. He'll bat here with 1 down, top 3. Popped foul out of play. No balls, 1 strike. 1 out, top 3. Erdahl to Holloman. Into center field. Rutledge over to his left. Reaches over to make the catch for out number 2. Two down for Soren Rowe.
With 2 away.
Reached on first via a fielder's choice. Back in inning number 1. That's here with nobody on and 2 outs. Top 3. Launches this one into left. It'll land in front of Davis for a 2-out single. Third hit of the afternoon for Tri-City. They'll try to have a party on 2 here. Ben Palmer, the cleanup hitter, popped up to Abalera
Now number 4.
to end the first inning.
Jacob Marks.
Looks like it'll be a pinch hitter, though, for Palmer, and it is. It's Marks. Jacob Marks batting. Down the third base line. Good pick over there by Abalera, and the throw to first, and they're going to say the tag got there before Marks slid in safely, and that will retire the side. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, 1 left on base. Bottom 3 we go. Minnetonka leading Tri-City 7-0 here on Prep Spotlight TV. We'll take you into the break showing you highlights from Air Freight's 2-0 win over the Minneapolis Angels from earlier on this morning. This one launched into center field. Mike Carroll retreats back pedals towards center field and makes the catch. The 1-1. Koch to short. Runner coming home. Play at the plate. They call him out. Down the third base line. It'll stay fair. Throw across. What a play. My goodness. Kyle Howard. This one into left field. Branstad looks up. Walk off. In the bottom of the 15th. Kyle Halverson was 0 for 6. And this one finally ends in the bottom of the 15th after it was 0-0. Touch 'em all, young fella. You're Afraid Unlimited wins it 2-0. Bottom of the third inning. Minnetonka leading 7-0 here on Prep Spotlight TV. Over Tri-City, that one roped foul down the first base line. Is up for back out there for Tri-City on the bump. Pinch hitter to start the bottom of the third is Steve Schmitz for Minnetonka. Has a chop at that one, and it's foul. Count is 1-2. Schmitz batting in place of Kyle Hoffman here in the bottom of the third. See what Schmitz has in store. 1-2. This one into deep right field. Retreating back is Heifort, and he makes the catch near the warning track area for out number one. It's allowed out number one here in the bottom of the third.
With one away, the catcher, number 34, Ryan Poppins.
Poppins, catcher, 9-hole hitter, walked, scored in the second. Bats here with one out, bottom three, and takes strike one. Fouls that one, and it's quickly 0-2. Zupfer seems like he's in a much better rhythm out there on the mound to start this third inning. He took over in the bottom of the second, and he came in when there were runners on first and second and nobody out. There were 5 runs scored that inning by the Millers. They lead 7-0 as a result. They've done it on just 3 hits so far. Still no balls and 2 strikes to Poppets. Blaine Rutledge, the leadoff hitter, who has been hit by a pitch and walked, scored 2 runs, is on deck. Is up for 0-2. Off the plate, 1-2. It's up for working quickly. That one fouled off the screen again. That one stays low. Poppins has fought back in the count. This one into left field, that'll land in. One out single for Ryan Poppins here in the third. He's been on base both times. We'll flip it over again for Blaine Rutledge, who will bat 3 times, or at least have 3 plate appearances, 3 ABs in his mini innings. Hit by pitch, scored in the first, walked, scored in the second.
Center fielder now, number 15, Blaine Rutledge.
One out here, bottom 3. Poppett's the runner on first. Ball low, it's 1-0. Is up for working from the stretch. Short lead over at first from Poppett's. Off-speed pitch finds the zone, outside corner. It's 1-1. This one popped a mile into the air. Leisure over at third. Took quite the path to try to get over there as the wind kind of played with the ball in the air, but he does get underneath it for out number 2.
Third baseman, number 40.
It was 84 degrees at first pitch here from Palm Field. 7-0 bottom of the third, however you're tuning in. Thanks for making us a part of your Saturday afternoon plans. Town Ball Class A State Tournament. Mitch Widmeyer helping you bring games 1 and 2 across the network. We'll have games 3 and 4 after this as well. 1 on, 2 outs, bottom 3. Outside corner, you bet. Strike 1 to Joe Abalera. Abalera walked, scored in the first, 2 RBI double, came around to score in the second. Is up for Ed in the count 0-1. Off-speed pitch, got him out in front. Abalera pops it up over to the right side. Holloman underneath it, cap-high catch for out number 3. No runs, 1 hit, no errors. 1 is left on base. To the 4th inning we go. Minnetonka leading Tri-City 7-0 here on Prep Spotlight TV.
Celebrate the end of the 2021 Town Ball season. Join your teammates, rivals, and ball fans from around the state at the Twins game on September 11th. Special ticket pricing for Town Ball players and fans. Salutes to the newly crowned champs and a very fun night at the ballpark. Order your tickets at twinsbaseball.com/townball and wear your town's team colors to Target Field on September 11th.
Welcome back. Top of the 4th inning. This weekend's just the beginning of a great month of baseball in Minnesota. The Class BC tournament gets underway next Friday in Waconia, Chaska, and Hamburg. Get out and support your community, or if you just love the game of baseball and want to watch win or go home games at fantastic venues, there's nothing like tournament time. If you can't make it to the games, prepspotlight.tv/townball has packages that'll make watching all the venues very affordable. Enjoy the tournament at the park or on prepspotlight.tv. 7-0. Minnetonka leading Tri-City. Don Ertl back out there on the bump. For the Millers, 15-time winners of this event. 97, 1998, 99, 2001, 3, 4, 6, 7, 9, 2010, 12, 13, 16, 17, and they won last year in 2020. They lost in 94, 96, 2014, and 2019. Trying to get there for a 3rd straight state tournament. This one popped up over on the right side. Plenty of room at first base for Jack Hansen to make the catch. Nathan Brandecker quickly retired. 1 up, 1 down.
With 1 away, number 18, Jack Zuper.
So 1 out here in the 4th. Is up for launches 1 foul. He's actually batting for himself. He came in relief of Casey Trapp, and he bats here for the DH Ethan Rowe, who struck out swinging in the 2nd. So he's up for batting for himself. 1 out, top 4, the 0-1 count. Skips low, and it's 1-1. Tim Highfort waits on deck. He's got one of the 2 hits for Tri-City. One misses, and it's 2-1. One out, top 4. Erdahl from the wind and the pitch. Perfect off-speed pitch inside corner. Strapped it up, and it's 1-2. Erdahl to Zupfer. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Poppets will throw it down to Hansen. 4th strikeout for Don Erdahl. 2 down here in the 4th. Highfort, 1 for 1 with a single, was stranded at second in the 2nd. Scoreboard here says 2 hits for Tri-City. That's what I referenced earlier. I actually have 3. You got 3 singles from Highfort, Tetrick, who's on deck, and Brian Pearson, of course, led the game off with a single. Still, though, no runs for the Shark. Erdahl delivers the 0-1. Misses off the plate. 1 ball, 1 strike. Top 4, 2 down. 1-1 from Erdahl. Into shallow right field. Chasing over is Thimpson, and it will land harmlessly in foul territory. Now 1 ball, 2 strikes. One, 2 count. Skips down low, and it's 2-2. Erdahl not having to pitch with much pressure so far, as the Millers put across 2 runs in the 1st and 5 in the 2nd. He did blank Tri-City in the top of the 1st, and then after that he's been pitching with the lead ever since. This one roped foul down the 3rd base line. Two balls, 2 strikes. Brandecker popped out to first. He's up for struck out swinging. And now Highfort will ground one to short. Schallenberger scoops, throws across the diamond. 3 up, 3 down. No runs, no hits, no errors, no one left on base. Bottom 4. Minnetonka leading 7-0 Town Ball Class A State Tournament right here on Prep Spotlight TV.
All summer long, you have gathered with friends, neighbors, and family at ball yards all across Minnesota.
Still going, gone! A home run!
Diamonds that decorate and help define hundreds of communities. Town Ball binds together our passion for baseball in our hometowns. And on September 11th, the cornerstone of Minnesota baseball, Target Field, will host a party for all those who play, watch, and support Town Ball. The Twins host the Royals at 6:10 p.m. Prior to the game, the newly crowned state amateur champs will be honored at the Town Ball Tavern and during a pregame ceremony. Wear your team colors and enjoy a special night at Target Field.
The 0-2 pitch. Strike 3! Fairmont, state champions in 2020.
Congratulations to the Fairmont Martins. They are your 2020.
For tickets to the Twins' Tip of the Cap to Town Ball on September 11th, visit twinsbaseball.com/townball.
Number 28, Mike Davis.
Bottom of the 4th inning, 3, 4, 5. Mike Davis, Joe Schallenberger, Jack Hansen due up this inning for Minnetonka. They lead 7-0. First round matchup, single elimination. Town ball, Class A state tourney. Winner will play Air Freight United, who won on a walk-off 2-run shot in the 15th earlier on today. Punched foul, and it's 1-2. Davis 2 walks. Scored a run back in inning number 2. Lofts this one shallow right. Charging in is high for it, and it lands just foul. Seven runs, 4 hits, no errors from Minnetonka. Tri-City, no runs, 2 hits, and an error so far in this one. Zupfer's 1-2. High chopper over to third. Elijah across the way. 5-3 for out number 1. Picture perfect day here in Minnesota.
With one away, number 42, Joe Schallenberger.
Schallenberger up, 0 for 2. Grounded into a 4-6-3 double play in the first. Popped out to Ben Palmer at short in the second. Takes a big hack there and comes up empty behind the count 0-1. Jack Hansen on deck. He's had a day with a walk and an RBI single so far. This one popped up. Looks like it'll stay in play, and going over to make the play is Leisure, although he never really called off Zupfer or the catcher. But no harm done there, as it's just a pop out in the scorebook for out number 2.
First baseman, number 47, Jack Hansen.
Here is Jack Hansen. Walked in the first. At an RBI single back in the second. Bats here, 2 outs, bottom 4. Has a rip at it as it's popped over to the right side. Holloman calls everyone off and makes the catch for out number 3. Clean inning there from Zupfer, and Tri-City needed it. No runs, no hits, no errors, no one left on base. To the 5th inning we go. 7-0, Minnetonka leading Tri-City here on Prep Spotlight TV.
Nobody does high school sports like PrepSpotlight.tv. Your home for Minnesota State tournament action is also where you can find the best weekly action during the regular season in 2021. We make it easy to be a high school sports fan at PrepSpotlight.tv. Celebrate the end of the 2021 Town Ball season. Join your teammates, rivals, and ball fans from around the state at the Twins game on September 11th. Special ticket pricing for Town Ball players and fans. Salutes to the newly crowned champs and a very fun night at the ballpark. Order your tickets at twinsbaseball.com/townball and wear your town's team colors to Target Field on September 11th.
Fifth inning has arrived. Don Erdahl back out there, getting the warm-up tosses in. His Minnetonka Millers giving him a 7-run cushion. 2 in the first, 5 of the second. And on to the top of the 5th we go. Eight, 9-1 due up for Tri-City.
Number 23, Ethan Emdick.
Ethan Indick is up this inning leading off, hitting for Tetrick. Erdahl back out there to start the 5th. Ball low. This one Launched into left field. Playable for Davis. Retreats back to his left, makes the catch for out number 1. Loud contact, but just an F7 if you're scoring back home to start the top of the 5th. Brings up Casey Liger.
Number 15 now, Casey Lizer.
Liger flew out to Davis to end the second inning. Davis, of course, just made the play in left field to start this 5th. Strike 1 to start this at bat. One out, top 5. Erdahl's pitch, a curveball, and that'll get through the left side for a 1-out single. Had some eyes on it over there on the left side. Elijah reaches as we flip it over to the top of the order with Ryan Pearson.
Top of the order now for the
Pearson
Sharks.
1 for 2 with a single, flew out to Davis in left field. Davis has had a busy day out there. 4th hit yielded by Erdahl. Pearson over to the left side, deflected by 3rd, throw to 2nd. A good job there by Volker, just able to get a glove on it to stop it. We'll see how they rule that. As Liger safe at 2nd and Pearson's on base for the 2nd time here this afternoon. Yeah, they call it a hit, so they rule out a single. So Pearson's 2 for 3 with a couple of hits. It'll bring up Eric Holloman, who's 0 for 2, strikeout and a fly out to center. Opportunity here, though, for Tri-City. Second real threat they've put together in this one. 2 on, 1 out. Good part of the order up, too. Holloman batting 2nd. Erdahl from the stretch. Glances back at 2nd, now delivers. Bounces low. Good stop by Poppets. Liger's on 2nd, reached on a single. Pearson, an infield single, has him on 1st with 1 out. Seven zip the lead for Minnetonka here in the 5th. Well, 1-1. Gonna get him to chase. It's 2 balls and 1 strike. One out, top 5. Holloman trying to bust through here for Tri-City. Poppets took the brunt of that one off the foul tip. They'll give him a minute to reset. Count is 2-2. Home plate umpire talking to Erdahl, just trying to give Poppets another second here to gather himself after taking that foul tip. Quick little chat out there now. Poppets seems to be all right. Reset here. It's 2 balls, 2 strikes to Eric Holloman. 1 out. Runners on 1st and 2nd. Tri-City trying to break through. They trail 7 zip. That one skipped into the dugout. Still 2-2. Reached out, slow roller to 3rd, barehanded. Across the way, good play there by Abalera. 2 runners that were previously on move up to second and third on the 5-3 ground out from Holloman. 2 down, 2 on, top 5.
With 2 away now, number 21, Soren Rowe.
Soren Rowe is 1 for 2. Has been on base twice, singled and then reached down a fielder's choice. Hit here could potentially score 2. 2 down, top 5. This one into center field. Rutledge back on it, makes the catch cap high for out number 3. And that will retire the side. No runs, 2 hits, no errors. They leave 2 on base. We go to the bottom of the 5th inning. The Millers of Minnetonka leading 7-0 over Tri-City here on Prep Spotlight.
All summer long, you have gathered with friends, neighbors, and family at ball yards all across Minnesota.
Still going, gone! A home run!
Diamonds that decorate and help define hundreds of communities. Town Ball binds together our passion for baseball in our hometowns. And on September 11th, the cornerstone of Minnesota baseball, Target Field, will host a party for all those who play, watch, and support Town Ball. The Twins host the Royals at 6:10 p.m. Prior to the game, the newly crowned state amateur champs will be honored at the Town Ball Tavern and during a pregame ceremony. Wear your team colors and enjoy a special night at Target Field.
The 0-2 pitch. Strike 3! Fairmont, state champions in 2020.
Congratulations to the Fairmont Martins. They are your 2020.
For tickets to the Twins' Tip of the Cap to Town Ball on September 11th, visit twinsbaseball.com/townball.
All right, bottom 5. 6, 7, 8 due up. That's Paul Volker, Nick Thimpson, and Kyle Hoffman, although he was pinch hit for in that DH spot by Steve Schmitz last time up. We'll see what they do here in the bottom of the 5th. Zupfer back out there. He has really settled into a groove after coming in with 2 on and nobody out in the bottom of the 2nd. This one to third, right on the line and caught by Leisure. Quickly 1 up, 1 down on 1 pitch.
Right fielder number 27, Nick Thimpson.
It's crazy. Tri-City has more hits, 5, than Minnetonka's 4, yet they trail 7-0. That one launched foul out of play to the right. No balls, 1 strike. Hung that one, but it's in left field. Playable for Rowe. Over to his left. Makes the catch belt high for out number 2. Quickly 2 outs here, bottom 5. Will be Steve Schmitz, who blasted one to deep right field last time up.
Number 33, Steve Schmitz.
And almost right up against the fence. Tim Highfort made the catch. So Schmitz will bat again. 2 outs, bottom 5. 0 for 1 so far. Takes a strike there, and it's 0-1. Zupfer has set down 7 straight batters going back to the 3rd inning. Last to reach was Poppets, who's now on deck. He reached with a single. Since then, though, Zupfer has set down 7 in a row. He's ahead in the count 0-2 here on Schmitz. The 0-2 fouled, out of play. We'll do it again. The 0-2, wave and a miss, strike 3. Zupfer got him on the off-speed pitch. 8 straight now. Set down for Zupfer. 7-0 Minnetonka leading as we go to the 6th inning. We'll take you in a break showing you highlights from Air Freight United's win over the Minneapolis Angels earlier on today. This one Launched into center field. Mike Carroll retreats back. Back pedals towards center field and makes the catch. The 1-1. Go to short. Runner. Kelvin Home. Play at the plate. They call him out. Down the third base line. It'll stay fair. Throw across. What a play. My goodness. Kyle Howard. This one into left field. Branstad looks up. Walk off. In the bottom of the 15th. Kyle Halverson was 0 for 6. And this one finally ends in the bottom of the 15th. After it was 0-0. Touch 'em all, young fella. Air Freight Unlimited wins it 2-zip. Any number 6, Erdahl, back out there to wheel and deal for Minnetonka. Tri-City trailing 7-0 against the Millers. Prep Spotlight TV, you're home for 4 straight here, today and tomorrow.
Leading off for the Shark.
Jacob
Number
Marks
4, Jacob Marks.
will lead off here in the 6th. Marks is 0 for 1 with a ground out. Pinch hit for Ben Palmer back in the 3rd inning and then replaced him at short. Fastball inside. Marks had to scoot out of the way. It's 1-0. Erdahl taking his time to settle back in on the bump. Top 6 just underway. Millers leading 7-0. Wave at a miss. Got him to chase down low, and it's 1-1. Four, 5, 6 in the order this inning for Tri-City. That one below the knees, and it's 2 balls and 1 strike. Finds the zone, evens the count. Jack Kroller is on deck. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Goal here for Erdahl with a tremendous defense behind him. Just pitch strikes. Let Tri-City put it in play. Trust your defense and trust the 7-0 lead. The 3-2. Wave and a miss, strike 3. Fifth strikeout for Erdahl in this one.
Batting now number 17, Jack Kraler.
Brings up Jack Kroller with 1 out. Curveball finds the zone, strike 1. Is up for the pitcher, is on deck. Batted once, he's 0 for 1. That one hit perfectly off the post. Above the netting up top. 0-2. That one misses away and low. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Mentioned these two teams played in the 2016 State Tournament Championship. Minnetonka won that one over Tri-City 11-0 5 years ago, leading 7-0 here in this round 1 matchup in 2021. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Erdahl from the line, the pitch. Chopped foul. right down the boulevard. Kroller knew it. Second out. Back-to-back punchies
With 2 away.
for Erdahl. One swinging, one looking.
Zupfer.
Zupfer will now bat with 2 outs here in the 6th, try to help his own cause. This one to short. Schallenberger across the way. Close play over at first, but they work it 6-3 to retire the side. No runs, no hits, no errors, no one left on base. Bottom of the 6th is where we head. Minnetonka leading 7-0 here on Prep Spotlight TV.
Nobody does high school sports like PrepSpotlight.tv. Your home for Minnesota State tournament action is also where you can find the best weekly action during the regular season in 2021. We make it easy to be a high school sports fan at PrepSpotlight.tv.
This weekend is just the beginning of a great month of baseball in Minnesota. The Class BC tournaments get underway next Friday in Waconia, Chaska, and Hamburg. Get out and support your community, or if you just love the game of baseball and want to watch win or go home games at fantastic venues, there's nothing like tournament time. If you can't make it to the games, PrepSpotlight.tv/Townball has packages that will make watching all the venues very affordable. Enjoy the tournament at the park or on PrepSpotlight.tv. Zupfer back out there. Toe in the rubber for Tri-City. Minnetonka leading 7-0. (9-1-2) Poppets, Rutledge, Abalera do up this inning for Minnetonka. Poppets, a walk and a single from the 9-hole. So he has been on base both times here today. Scored after that walk in the second, was stranded on first after the walk in the third. Seven nothing the lead for the Millers. Zupfer back out there on the mound. 9-1-2 due up for Minnetonka. Poppets launches foul out of play to the right. 0-1. Curveball popped up. Shallow right center. Cap high catch made for out number 1 by Jacob Marks. Poppets pops out.
Top of the order now for the Millers. Center fielder number 15, Blaine Rutledge.
Rutledge was hit by a pitch, scored in the first, walked, scored in the second, popped out to Liger over there at third in the third. So he's 0 for 1 with a walk and a hit by pitch. Had to lift his leg out of the way of that one for ball 1. Rutledge popped into center field. Dropping it was Rowe. Soren Rowe. Routine play. Gonna come up with it.
Now, number 40,
That's an error.
Joe Abalera.
Wow. E7. Zupfer was in a zone, too. Zupfer had retired 9 straight before that. Inside corner, strike 1. Abalera, who walked and scored in the first, 2 RBI double in the second. Popped out to Holloman at second in the third. Rutledge on for a third time. He's been hit by a pitch, walked, and then reached on that error. No balls, 2 strikes. Zupfer's pitch. Abelera fights it off. Ooh, fouled off the catcher's mask. Gonna try to shake that one off. That's Indike in there catching right now. Tetrick started behind the dish before he was replaced. Count is no balls, 2 strikes with 1 out. Foul down the third base line. Just a bit out in front. It was Abelera on that one. Had plenty of mustard on it, though. Another 0-2. We'll do it again. Jammed him up there. Was able to get a piece. Is up for his 0-2. High cheese, couldn't get him to chase. 1-2. Mike Davis waits on deck. 0 for 1 with a couple of walks. Strike 3 looking at the knees. 2 down. So Mike Davis will have a go with 2 outs.
Mike Davis.
Davis grounded out to third in his last at-bat, walked in the first and the second inning. Rutledge off for second as it's trickled foul. Rutledge was on the move there on that pitch with 2 outs. Not running here. Might have been able to scoot up as the ball went by Indike. But Rutledge stays put at first base. Throw over, Rutledge slides back safely. The 1-1. Popped up out of play. Davis reached for that one out in front of the off-speed pitch. Now it's 1-2. Snap throw. Rutledge again in there safely. Upstairs, and it's 2 balls, 2 strikes. Count even. Another foul ball from Davis. Hopping around in the box after that one. I think he thought He just missed one there. 2 outs, Rutledge on first. 2 balls and 2 strikes to the 3-hole hitter Mike Davis. Right back up the middle, and it went through the legs of Zupfer, the pitcher, and into center field. Rutledge to second. Davis reaches on a 2-out knock. Brings up Joe Schallenberger.
Stepping to the plate, number 42, Joe Schallenberger.
Schallenberger 0 for 3. Couple of pop-ups, grounded into a 4-6-3 double play. Batting cleanup, big wave and a miss there for strike 1. Schallenberger out of play, quickly 0-2. Taking a peek ahead to the 7th, it will be 7, 8, 9 due up in the order for Tri-City. Highfort, Indike, and Leisure would be the 3 scheduled to bat. Zupfer trying to work out of a little chaos right here, and he gets Schallenberger looking on the outside corner. 4, strike 3. No runs, 1 hit, 1 error, 2 left on base. To the 7th inning we go. 7-0 Minnetonka leading Tri-City. Town Ball State Tournament, Class A, Prep Spotlight TV.
All summer long, you have gathered with friends, neighbors, and family at ball yards all across Minnesota.
Still going, gone! A home run!
Diamonds that decorate and help define hundreds of communities. Town Ball binds together our passion for baseball in our hometowns. And on September 11th, the cornerstone of Minnesota baseball, Target Field, will host a party for all those who play, watch, and support Town Ball. The Twins host the Royals at 6:10 p.m. Prior to the game, the newly crowned state amateur champs will be honored at the Town Ball Tavern and during a pregame ceremony. Wear your team colors and enjoy a special night at Target Field.
The 0-2 pitch. Strike 3! Fairmont, state champions in 2020.
Congratulations to the Fairmont Martins. They are your 2020.
For tickets to the Twins' Tip of the Cap to Town Ball on September 11th, visit twinsbaseball.com/townball.
Number 6 innings, 5 hits, no runs, no walks, 6 strikeouts. And Paul Volker will take over here in the 7th. Punch to third. Abalera over to first. Easy play there, 5-3 for out number 1. 1 pitch, 1 out here in the 7th. It'll bring up Ethan Indike.
With 1 away, number 23, Ethan Imdick.
1 down here, top 7. Inside corner, strike 1 from Volker. Good outing from Erdahl, who went 6 shutout. Volker bringing the heat. One ball, 1 strike. Someone's got the radar gun out behind home plate. That one read 88 miles an hour from Volker. Foul tip, strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes. 1 out, top 7. This one into center field. Rutledge charges in, makes the catch for out number 2. Volker bringing the gas here in relief of Erdahl. Casey Leisure's up, 1 for 2 with a single.
Casey Leisure.
He did single in the 5th and then was left at 3rd. Fastball outside corner, you bet, strike 1. Volker not wasting any time. He's just bringing the fastball and daring the opposition to hit it. Wave and a miss, strike 2. No balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Wave and a miss, strike 3. My goodness, Paul Volker. That was probably the quickest half inning we've seen so far. No runs, no hits, no errors, no one left on base. Bottom 7 we go. Minnetonka leading 7-zip. Here on Prep Spotlight TV, we'll take you into the break. Highlights from Air Freight United's win over the Minneapolis Angels from earlier on. This one launched into center field. Mike Carroll retreats back pedals towards center field and makes the catch. The 1-1. Go to short. Runner coming home. Play at the plate. They call him out. Down the third base line. It'll stay fair. Throw across. What a play. My goodness. Kyle Howard. This one into left field. Branstad looks up. Walk off. In the bottom of the 15th. Kyle Halverson was 0 for 6. And this one finally ends in the bottom of the 15th after it was 0-0. Touch 'em all, young fella. Air Freight Unlimited wins it 2-zip. Bottom 7, Minnetonka leading 7-zip over Tri-City here on Prep Spotlight TV. Town Ball Class A State Tournament. Zupfer is back out there for the 7th. Keep in mind, he came in with no outs in the bottom of the 2nd, runners on 1st and 2nd. And he has pitched pretty dang good. He's yielded 2 earned runs so far against a pretty potent lineup for Minnetonka. Jack Hansen will lead off. He's been solid in the 5-hole spot as a walk and RBI single popped out in his last AB. That's here to lead off the bottom of the 7th. Both teams with 5 hits apiece. Yet it's Minnetonka leading 7-0. There were 5 free passes issued out in the first inning by starter Casey Trapp. 4 free passes in the second inning, so 8 walks and 1 hit batter in the first 2 innings helped Minnetonka get this 7-0 lead. This one chopped over to the left side, across the diamond. It works 5-3. Leisure with the strong arm there for out number 1.
Number 12 now,
Paul Volker going to try to help his own cause as he took over in the top half of the inning on the mound and blew a bunch of fastballs by Tri-City. Retired him 1-2-3. Lazy fly ball to left field. Rowe comes in. Head high catch for out number 2. Nick Thimpson now up. 1 for 3 with a single.
With 2 away, number 27, Nick Dempson.
See what Thimpson does here. 1 for 3 on the afternoon. Bats 2 outs, bottom 7. Fastball outside corner, you bet. Strike 1. Wave and a miss, strike 2. Zupfer wheeling and dealing. has really settled into a nice groove. Fastball, strike three, looking quick. 1-2-3 inning on both ends. To the eighth we go. Minnetonka leading 7-zip on Prep Spotlight TV.
Nobody does high school sports like PrepSpotlight.tv. Your home for Minnesota State tournament action is also where you can find the best weekly action during the regular season in 2021. We make it easy to be a high school sports fan at PrepSpotlight.tv. Celebrate the end of the 2021 Town Ball season. Join your teammates, rivals, and ball fans from around the state at the Twins game on September 11th. Special ticket pricing for Town Ball players and fans. Salutes to the newly crowned champs and a very fun night at the ballpark. Order your tickets at twinsbaseball.com/townball and wear your town's team colors to Target Field on September 11th.
Eighth inning has arrived. No one has scored since the second inning when Minnetonka put up a 5 spot. Tip of the cap goes to Jack Zupfer, working in relief of Casey Trapp. Came in a chaotic mess. There were 2 on and nobody out in the bottom of the second when he came into pitch. And Zupfer has allowed just 1 hit since the third inning. So he has been pretty dang sharp in relief, but Minnetonka leads 7-zip. It's Paul Volker back out there. 1-2-3 due up top 8 here for Tri-City.
For the Tri-City Sharks, number 32, Brian Pearson.
Fastball, yes. Strike 1 there from Volker. Didn't mess around in the 7th. Firing in 1 fastball after another. And starts the 8th in the same way. Now 1 ball, 1 strike to Brian Pearson. Pearson 2 for 3 with 2 singles. Tardy on that one, and it's 1-2. Pearson fights it off, stays alive. One ball, 2 strikes. Pearson singled in the first and the 5th, flew out in the 3rd. Just got a piece of that one off the edge of the bat. Volker went off speed. Pearson was able to stay alive. Ground ball over to second base. Flip on over to first for out number 1. 4-3 if you're scoring back home. Brings up Eric Holloman, who's 0 for 3.
Eric Holloman.
That fastball has some very, very late life to it from Volker. Holloman struck out in the 1st, flew out in the 3rd, grounded out in the 5th. 1 ball, 2 strikes is the count. Three balls, 2 strikes. One out here, top 8. Volker to Holloman. Upstairs for ball 4. One out, free pass. First base runner since the 5th inning for Tri-City comes via a walk.
21, Soren Rowe.
Soren Rowe is 1 for 3 with a single. Poppich just took one off the mask. Don't play it up, giving Poppich some extra time there behind the dish. No balls, 2 strikes. We have to miss strike 3. Volker gets Rowe swinging for out number 2. Two down
With 2 away, number 4,
for Jacob Marks, who's 0 for 2 with the ground out and a strikeout. Winner of this will take on Air Freight United, who won 2-0 on a walk-off 2-run shot in the 15th inning earlier here today. Runner off for second. Poppich throws. No one's there. No one covered the base. And Holloman makes it to third. Wow. Miscommunication there for Minnetonka. Poppich's throw looked like it was right on the money, too. So Holloman makes it over to third. Count is 1-1 on Marks. See if Tri-City can push across their first run. Into left field, there it is. RBI single for Tri-City makes it 7-1. So miscommunication by the Millers. Score now 7-1.
Number 17 now, Jack Kraler.
Jack Kroller takes strike 1 here with 2 outs, top of the 8th. That one misses low below the knees, and it's 1-1. 7-1 the score. Outside corner got the call. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Two balls, 2 strikes. Fastball above the letters, full count. Marks will be on the move from first with 2 down and a full count. He's off the pitch. Looped foul out of play to the right. Strike 3 looking outside corner. Perfect spot there from Volker. 1 run on 1 hit, no errors, 1 left on base. Bottom 8, Minnetonka Millers 7, Tri-City Shark 1 here on Prep Spotlight TV.
All summer long, you have gathered with friends, neighbors, and family at ball yards all across Minnesota.
Still going, gone! A home run!
Diamonds that decorate and help define hundreds of communities. Town Ball binds together our passion for baseball in our hometowns. And on September 11th, the cornerstone of Minnesota baseball, Target Field, will host a party for all those who play, watch, and support Town Ball. The Twins host the Royals at 6:10 p.m. Prior to the game, the newly crowned state amateur champs will be honored at the Town Ball Tavern and during a pregame ceremony. Wear your team colors and enjoy a special night at Target Field.
The 0-2 pitch. Strike three! Fairmont, state champions in 2020.
Congratulations to the Fairmont Martins. They are your 2020.
For tickets to the Twins' Tip of the Cap to Town Ball on September 11th, visit twinsbaseball.com/townball.
Bottom 8 is up for back out there for Tri-City. Dude deserves a ton of credit. I'm telling you, he came in a chaotic mess for Tri-City. Couldn't have expected to be pitching in the bottom of the second. He came in when there were 2 on, nobody out. 2 runs had already scored in the game for Minnetonka, and he has come in and he has mowed down Minnetonka in large part. He's given up just 1 hit since the 3rd inning. Millers do lead 7-1, but Zupfer has been extraordinary on the mound. One misses low and in to Steve Schmitz. 8-9-1 due up. Schmitz is 0 for 2. Struck out in his last at bat. That one pops away, and it's 2 balls and 1 strike. Is up for working quick. 3 balls and a strike. The 3-1. Slashed foul. Count runs full. Ryan Poppets to follow. Blaine Rutledge in the hole. 8, 9, and 1 due up this inning. This one over to second. Holloman makes the play. Schmitz is 0 for 3, and there's 1 out here in the bottom of the 8th.
Catcher down number 34, Ryan Poppets.
One down here, bottom 8. There is some action in the Minnetonka bullpen. Volker has worked two innings and given up 1 run. See if they bring someone in for the 9th. Right now, no balls, 1 strike to Poppets, who's 1 for 2 with a walk. 1 out, bottom 8. Poppets, mentioned, walked, scored in the 2nd, singled in the 3rd. Popped out to short in his last debut. This time a liner to short, but it gets by to the right of Marks. A 1 out single for Poppets. One on, 1 out, bottom 8. Flip it back over to the top of the order. Rutledge. Hit by pitch, scored in the 1st. Walk, scored in the 2nd. 0 for 2 since then, but did reach on an error in the 6th. An odd play. A very, very routine fly ball to Sora Moreau, and he dropped it in left field. Allowed Rutledge to reach in his last at bat. 1 on, 1 out. Fastball stays away. One ball, 1 strike. Six, 7, 8 are due up for Tri-City in the top of the 9th. Right now, 1 on, 1 out, bottom 8 for Rutledge. The 1-1 from Zupfer, launched into right field, running over his high fort. He'll get underneath it, cap high. Makes the play for out number 2. Might have got it just off the end of the bat there for Rutledge for the 2nd out. Brings up Joe Abalera.
With 2 away now, number 40, Joe Abalera.
1 for 3. 2 RBI double in the 2nd. Also walked and scored in the 1st. throw over to first as they have a check in on the runner. 2 outs, bottom 8, Minnetonka leading 7-1. Little looper into shallow left. It'll land home for a 2-out knock. Two on, 2 out for Mike Davis. 2 walks and a single, also grounded out. So he's 1 for 2 with a pair of freebies.
Left fielder number 28, Mike Davis.
See what Davis does here with 2 on and 2 out. Curveball got him to pop it up on the infield. First baseman calling everyone off, and he dropped it. 1 run will come in. Another error for Tri-City. They have not helped their pitcher out on a couple of occasions here this afternoon. It's the 4th error for Tri-City.
Shortstop number 42.
Credit to
Joe
Poppets,
Schallenberger.
who came around to score. Abalera ends up at 3rd on the air. Davis at 1st. First and 3rd. 2 outs. This one popped up on the infield. It's Zupfer, the pitcher, this time, calling everyone off. He's like, nah, I got this one. And it'll retire the side. 9th inning we go, 8-1. Minnetonka 3 outs away from advancing to a second-round matchup next Saturday morning against Air Freight United. 3 outs left, 8-1 here on Prep Spotlight TV. This one launched into center field. Mike Carroll retreats back pedals towards center field and makes the catch. The 1-1. Go to short, runner coming home, play at the plate. They call him out. Down the third base line, it'll stay fair. Throw across. What a play! My goodness, Kyle Howard. This one into left field. Branstad looks up. Walk off. In the bottom of the 15th. Kyle Halverson was 0 for 6. And this one finally ends in the bottom of the 15th after it was 0-0. Touch 'em all, young fella. Air Freight Unlimited wins it 2-0. Minnetonka's 3 outs away. That's the righty Joey Danielson coming in to try to shut the door here in the 9th inning. He comes in relief of Paul Volker, who came in relief of Don Erdahl. So far, the pitchers for the Millers have combined for 8 innings of 1-run ball. They will hope that Danielson can close the door.
38, Joey Danielson.
6, 7, 8 due up here in the frame.
And up to bat for Tri-City number 18, Jack Zupfer.
Zupfer will bat for himself. Tremendous in relief today. Looks like it'll come up short, though. Just early walks as Zupfer lines a single into right field past Jack Hansen to start the 9th. So Zupfer on base to start the 9th inning.
Batting out for Tri-City number 13, Jeff Heath.
Pinch hitter up. Jeff Heath, the pinch hitter. Takes strike 1 from Danielson. Pinch hitting for Heifert. Leadoff single from Zupfer here in the top of the 9th. 8-1 the lead for Minnetonka. This one slashed over to third. It eats up. Abalera throw over to first. Not in time. 2 on, nobody out to start the 9th inning. See how they rule that one. They give an error, E5. to Avalera. So 2 on, nobody out, top
Batting
9
down
here.
number 23, Ethan.
Wave and a miss. No balls, 1 strike. Danielson just trying to pitch strikes with a 7-run lead and needing just 3 outs. No balls, 1 strike. Danielson, long look in, working from the stretch with 2 on. Fastball stays away. Radar gun had that one at 90 miles per hour from Danielson. Bringing some gas. Pop foul out of play, 91 on the gun. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Danielson peeking over at second a few times. Now delivers high and in. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Into right field, down the line, and it will curve foul. Might have scored a pair. Instead, it's just a long foul ball. And Dyke is 0 for 2 so far with a couple of flyouts. It's flown out to left and center field so far here this afternoon. The 2-2 from Danielson. That missed. Count runs full. Danielson. Another long look in here. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Slap to short. And that one's booted. Another error by Minnetonka. Schallenberger not able to get that one. That's an E6. Bases loaded, nobody out. Back-to-back errors on the infield. Brings up Corey Leisure.
Number 15 now for Tri-City, Casey Leeser.
Bases are loaded, there's nobody out. This is a 7-run deficit for Tri-City, but after this, they'll have the top of the order up. Includes Brian Pearson, the leadoff hitter, who's on deck. He's 2 for 4. 8-1 is the deficit. Fastball upstairs, 1-0. Leisure 1 for 3 with a single back in the 5th inning. A 1-0 from Danielson. Another fastball that misses high. It's 2-0. Action in the bullpen down the first base side for Minnetonka. The 2-0. That misses, and it's 3 balls and no strikes. Nowhere to put him either. The 3-0. That is a 4-pitch, bases loaded walk. Everyone moves up a base. Now it's 8-2. Meeting of the minds out at the mound. 8-2, bases loaded, nobody out.
Top of the order now for Tri-City, number 32,
Dave
Brian
Cushing
Pearson.
is the one warming up in the bullpen for Minnetonka. Looks ready to go if need be. Has finished his tosses, just has the jacket over his right arm down that first base line in the pen. Ball 1 to Brian Pearson. Pearson's 2 for 4 with a couple of singles. 8-2, bases are loaded with nobody out. Fastball not even close. That's 6 straight out of the zone from Danielson. The 2-0. Not close with that one either. 3 balls, no strikes. 7 straight outside the strike zone. Gotta believe that Pearson's taking one here. And he does, and it's a strike. Bases loaded, nobody out for the leadoff hitter Pearson. One already in here in the 9th. It's 8-2. Wave and a miss. Count runs full. Wave and a miss, strike 3. First out here in the 9th. Big first out for Danielson. Pop of the mitt. Gets the strikeout swing, and it'll bring up Eric Holloman, who's 0 for 3. He did walk and score one of the 2 runs back in the 8th inning for Tri-City. First pitch, looped foul out of play. 1 out here in the 9th. Score is 8-2. Cuts the plate in half. No balls, 2 strikes. All of a sudden, Danielson can't miss. Pitch 7 straight out of the zone, and now he's found that touch. The 0-2. Couldn't get him to chase. Good eye there from Holloman. 1 ball, 2 strikes. The 1-2. Yep. Holloman knew it, strike 3. Back-to-back punch-outs now, 1 out away from Minnetonka. So in a row. 1 for 4 with a single. He is the last hope right now for Tri-City. Courtesy runner coming out to second base. Rowe is the last chance here for Tri-City. Off-speed pitch right down Main Street for strike 1. The 0-1. Wave and a miss. Big hack there from Rowe. Tri-City down to their last strike. Danielson working from the wind-up, the pitch. Inside corner, strike 3. He gives up a single, a walk, 2 reached on an error. And Danielson ends up striking out 3 straight to end this game. Minnetonka wins this one. Final score 8-2. They'll take on Air Freight United next Saturday at 10 a.m. That'll do it for Game 2. Remember, we got 2 more games coming up here on Prep Spotlight TV shortly. Minnetonka, the Millers take this one. They take out Tri-City 8-2. Stay dialed in. 2 more games coming up here on Prep Spotlight TV.
Amateur baseball is one of Minnesota's great sporting traditions. The state tournament brings together hundreds of communities in late summer at great ballparks all around the state. Coverage of every game can be found on PrepSpotlight.tv. PrepSpotlight.tv's coverage of today's state tournament game is made possible by the Minnesota Baseball Association, and also with help from the Minnesota Twins. Celebrate Town Ball with the Twins on September 11th. Visit twinsbaseball.com/townball for details. Now let's get to the ballpark.